Good morning. Welcome in. It's 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and we are ready to go live with you. I am with our mindfulness practice for the month of July. If you are joining live this morning, thank you. And this is always available to you as a recording when it works best for your schedule. So we appreciate that you make the time for your wellness and self-care. And mindfulness is a great opportunity to come a little bit more inwards. To start today, just a reminder that our call line, our support call line that's toll free, is available Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7 p.m. So if you're feeling like you'd like to talk to someone, that's a great way to receive support. We also had Wendy on, I think it was a few weeks ago now, but she was sharing a new to caregivers resource that we currently launched. And so that was a great resource if you know of someone that's new to caregiving, that you could share that. All right, and if you are new to me, I am Kate Landreth, and I am the educational learning lead for family caregivers of British Columbia, and I'm also a mindfulness and yoga instructor in Victoria, BC, and that's where I'm located. All right, so welcome in, take a comfortable seat. So either in the chair you're sitting in, or if you'd like to lay down, that might be a great way to make yourself feel comfortable. And today I'm going to take you through a self-compassion mindfulness practice that explores meeting challenging emotions. And if you were with us last week, we did a webinar on coping with challenging emotions as caregivers. So we know that this is a topic that comes up a lot, and that caregivers go through a whole span of different emotions during their time as caregivers. And so it's important to touch in on some of those challenging emotions, or at least feel comfortable with doing that. So as always, I'm going to give you a little bit of outline for the first part of the mindfulness practice so that you can understand consciously what I'm talking about, and then we'll come into the practice. And when I'm talking, it might feel great for you to allow yourself to take a tall seat and close your eyes and just let the words be received the best that you can right now. So life often brings challenging situations, and with them are challenging emotions or difficult emotions. And these challenging emotions can range from anger, fear, worry, and grief. And you may reach a point in your life that you've learned that it's not helpful to run away or push away our problems. I know personally for myself, my daily practice in dealing with and turning towards difficult emotions takes time and it takes patience. So it's a practice. You may have heard the saying, the only way out is through. And I believe this to be true for healing painful situations and emotions. So turning towards difficult emotions, even when we employ mindfulness and self-compassion, can flare pain and leave us wanting to run away and escape the feeling. So we really need to dig within to find courage to sit with emotional pain if we want to live healthy and authentic and intentional lives. However, it doesn't mean that every time we need to meet head on every difficult emotion, because this could cause overwhelm. And the art of self-compassion invites us to turn softly towards these emotional discomforts when it arises. So it's not forceful. We do it slowly over time. So mindfulness self-compassion comes from one researcher. There's two of them, but one that I'm going to share today is Kristin Neff. And she explains there are 5 stages of acceptance when working with difficult emotions. And each successive stage corresponds to a release of emotional resistance. So the first stage is resistance. And this is the struggle against what comes. So it sounds something like go away. I know I've been there. So you might just start to identify what that means to you and what that looks like. So that resistant feeling in your body. The second stage is exploring. It's just simply exploring. That is turning towards discomfort with a spirit of curiosity. And this sounds like, what am I feeling? So it's just being curious to start to be more centered within and not looking for anything specific. So being curious and exploring. And the third stage is tolerating. So this is safely enduring a difficult emotion. And it can sound like, I don't like this, but I can stand it. Okay, and so you might just imagine a time in your life where you've rubbed up against a difficult emotion that you don't really want, but you know that you can endure it or you can stand it for right now. And the fourth stage is allowing, and this is letting feelings come and go. It sounds like it's okay. I can make space for this. And I always think in this fourth stage, um, one of my favorite mindfulness teachers is Pema Chodron, and she always refers to feelings and emotions and thoughts like passing clouds in the sky. So, you know, that they do come and go, and sometimes they have no meaning, but we attach a lot of meaning to them. So just thinking that that you can make space for whatever arrives. And then finally, the fifth stage is befriending. And this is seeing value in difficult emotional experience. And this sounds like, what can I learn from this? So I have found learning these stages of acceptance to be really helpful when I interact and hold space for my emotions. And we're going to move now into more of a practice, and it's of awareness of our emotions. And I invite you to take a comfortable seat if you haven't already. And allow your hands to rest in your lap in a way that feels soft and your arms soft. And it feels good just to take a few movements of your neck, of your head or shoulders, just to allow your body to get centered. You can do that. So taking a shape in your body that allows you to feel ease. And then start to notice your breath without manipulating it too much. Just let your breath be the center point of your focus. So breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the flow of your breath. What happens when you breathe into your belly, your chest. And exhale, soften your shoulders. Working to settle your mind and bring your attention inward. Slow down your breathing and use your breath as a resource when you might get tight or contracted in your body or mind. And we'll use this practice today as a safe place to explore any challenging emotions you might be having in your life. But if at any point this practice feels overwhelming or too much, please gently return to your breath and focus your attention there. So let that be safe for you and gentle, reminding yourself that this is about your well-being. And you're in control of your experience, and you can press pause at any point if it feels uncomfortable, okay? Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. There are 3 helpful strategies when working with difficult emotions. And the first is to label your emotions. Naming your emotion helps you to not get lost in it. So notice what emotions you are experiencing. For example, right now, it could be this is ease. Or maybe that is angry. This is grief. This is confusion. They don't necessarily need to be challenging emotions. If you have many emotions that arise, you can name the strongest emotion linked to a situation. And starting to name an emotion that you're experiencing. It might be in relation to a situation or an event that's recently happened. It could be simply what's going on in the world right now. We know a lot is happening. So naming your emotion. Next, expand your awareness to your whole body. Recall the challenging situation. So if there's a challenging situation that you can bring to the forefront, and be aware of you, where the emotion lives in your body. Do a scan of your body to see, where does that emotion live? What are the sensations or physical qualities that arise? You might bring your hand to where you might feel that. Again, just learning to comfort yourself. And at any point, if you feel too much, please return to focusing on your breath. And choose a single point in your body where the feeling expresses itself. For example, I feel tightness in my chest, or I feel heaviness and hollow in my heart. Recalling and challenging experience, naming the emotion, and then locating that emotion sensation in the body. And the third part is to bring self-compassion inward. Soften, soothe, and allow the sensation to settle. To soften into the part of the body that is carrying the emotion. Let the muscles soften like you're soaking in warm water. The aim is not to change the feeling. We are holding more so this feeling in a tender way. So the third step takes our emotions and embraces them with warmth. It reminds us that we have emotional space to work with our emotions, our sensations, and to learn from them. If it feels right, again, placing your hand and keeping it there on your body. But if that feels maybe not comfortable, perhaps imagining compassion and warmth flowing through the part of your body or from your hand to your body. Again, just learning to comfort yourself in a way that feels right to you. Come back to your breath, taking a slow breath in and a slow breath out with no rush, there's no hurry. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, whenever it feels good for you. You might let yourself linger just a little longer, noticing what's come to the surface. Meeting challenging emotions is not about changing or manipulating them, because we know that this then oozes into other ways and other parts of our life. Instead, the practice is about making room for it, releasing the need to make it go away. So naming the feeling, sensation, locating it in the body, soften, soothe, and allow it to be there with a gentle spirit. Okay, thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day And until we practice again, I'll see you online. Goodbye.